Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would do a Q&A, give you an opportunity to get to know a little bit about myself. So I took to Instagram this morning, asked if anyone had any questions that they would like to ask me. I will try and get through as many of them as I can whilst I get ready for the day. So the first question that was asked was, what beauty products could you not live without? I don't know if this is one of those things where it's like you can only give one answer, or if I could give a few things. So I think I'm gonna give like my top 3. If I could only have one, it would be mascara. I think it's the biggest game changer and I have quite light eyelashes. If I could only have one beauty product, it would definitely be mascara, and it would probably be a brown mascara as well, to be specific. If I can have more than one, and if I can have 3, another one would be these tanning drops from Ciate. These are my favourite ones at the minute. I think the tanning drops, big game changer, just make me look like I've got a little bit more life in my face. And then my third thing that I probably couldn't live without is probably my SPF. I wear it every day. I'm currently using, and you can probably tell that this is well loved because the state of the packaging, but my number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense. I use SPF 50. I use this every day if I'm not wearing any other form of SPF in my makeup. I think mascara, my tanning drops and my SPF. They are my top 3. The next question that I was asked was, do I have any holidays booked for 2024? 2024 is actually a really big year for saving for me and my boyfriend. We're hoping to try and start saving to buy a house. We're actually going to be moving out of our flat later this year, back in with his parents to try and save up a little bit more money. So we don't actually have any holidays booked at this point in time. My boyfriend does actually turn 30 at the end of this year, so I do want to go away for like a long weekend just to kind of celebrate his 30th. It would be nice to go away. Nothing planned yet, but hopefully maybe a UK stay or Europe city break as well. As an option would be really nice, depending on what we can afford. Next question was, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? I think something for me that I've continuously learned as I've got older is that I spend so long worrying about what other people think that I don't do the things I want to do. I don't end up doing the things that I enjoy, end up I suppose maybe delaying my journey and the things that bring me joy in life because I'm too busy worrying about what other people think. So I grew up watching YouTube all the time. I absolutely loved watching people's favourites, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I wouldn't say I grew up and I watched all of those and I bought everything that people spoke about. Like I was very much a quiet or silent viewer, I think is what people call it. And I always wanted to kind of start one myself because I really enjoyed watching it, and I really enjoyed talking to people about like their favourite products and what they use and what they find works for them and what they don't. I worked in the makeup industry for nearly 5 years, and it was one of my favourite things because I just think it's so amazing how some things can work for you and other things can not work for you but work for your best friend. And I think there's so much to play with, it's so much fun. I think I've got to a point now in my life where I just think I want to do something because it brings me joy and I enjoy it, and some people might think it's weird or they might judge it, but for me, life's too short to not do what I want to do, and I wish I started sooner. So I don't know if that really answers the question. Hope it gives a little bit of an idea, I suppose. Next question is from my lovely mother, and she asked what my favourite Marvel film is. It's a bit of a difficult one to answer, and if I am being 100% honest, after Endgame, the only Marvel film that I have enjoyed are the Spider-Man ones. I haven't enjoyed any of the ones that have kind of come out after Endgame, and I don't know if it's because of the whole story that I've been following has come to an end. I think my standout favourite is Infinity War. My favourite kind of films are ones that you watch and you think you know what's going on, and then everything changes. And I feel like Infinity War, there's so much going on, but also it's kind of got those twists and turns that kind of kept me on my toes, and I really enjoyed it. For example, like my favourite Harry Potter film is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, when they get to the end and then they use the time turner and they go back and you see why things have happened the way they have, and it's because they've gone back and done the things like that. That's what I really enjoy in a film. I need to be hooked. The Infinity War film definitely had me feeling like that. Another favourite for me is Thor Ragnarok. I just love that film. I think it's so funny, but Infinity War kind of steals the show for me. Just spoke that whole time. I didn't put anything on. The whole point was for me to be answering this whilst I'm getting ready, and I'm just not. I'm just speaking and I'm not putting anything on my face, and I'm being very theatrical. The next question I feel like I probably should have answered at the first part of the video because it linked more to the first part, but I was not smart enough to think like that. The next question is, what is my favourite drugstore foundation? The one that I always go back to and really like is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action foundation. So this one it's a foundation with a serum mixed into it. It's a little bit skincare-y, and I have got dry combination skin. It's actually probably dehydrated, but I have a very dry forehead and my nose is a real problem area for wearing makeup. Whenever I wear this foundation, it's the only one that doesn't make me look like a crocodile if I wear it for like a long amount of time. All the ones I have tried, it is the only one that sits well. The shade range could be much better. I feel like you probably just heard my tummy rumble. Is it snowing? It just works for me. I really like it. I do wish and hope that they improve the shade range. I also really like the e.l.f. I think I've got it here actually. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I wear this on its own sometimes, but I do really like it. It sits really lovely on the skin. And again, I've not put any makeup on. Anyone has any recommendations of foundations for the drier skin? Please let me know, because I would like to branch out and try something new, because I've been using this foundation literally for about 7 years. Someone else asked if I had any 2024 goals. It's so funny to think about that now that we're nearly in March, because I'm like, I feel like in January yearly goals are like such a big thing, and then it gets to like Feb and you've forgotten most of them. I do have 2024 goals. You know what? Best way to reflect on my goals, I thought I'd grab my journal quick. I have a bullet journal that I fill out daily, or I at least try to. And I wrote my goals for 2024 in my bullet journal. If you would like a video going through my bullet journal and my bullet journal supplies, please let me know, because I love it. I'm so proud of it. I think 2024 so far is the best bullet journal I have ever done in my life. I'm just really proud of it and I'm really happy with it, and I love talking to people about crafty things. So if it's something you're interested in hearing more about, just let me know. Let me know, I can do that. My 2024 goals. Maintain an average of 10,000 steps a day. So far, I have managed this, and I'm very pleased with myself, because my motivation hasn't been the highest so far in the year, but I have stuck to it. Keeping up to date with my journal and set a time aside. Did I say that right? Keep up to date with my journal and set aside time each week. I wouldn't say I've set aside time each week, but I have partially kept up to date. I've done much better than previous years, so far it's okay, could do better. I mean, this goal I'm unfortunately not going to be able to achieve, and I already know that, but it's to hit 250 orders on Etsy by the end of July. I've actually decided to shut my shop earlier than I had originally planned to. Everything's fine, it's just a lot to run from the flat whilst working a full-time job in the office in London most days of the week, getting home at like 7 o'clock, having dinner, making products, wrapping orders. It's all too much for me to balance. I quite like to make the most of just our time in this flat before we move out. I was going to shut in like July time, which is why my target was to July, but I've actually decided to shut the shop now. It's sad, but it's not forever. It will be back when we find a place. The next goal was to hit 1,000 Instagram followers by the end of 2024. Shall we look at what I was on at the start of the year? This will be interesting. 1st of January, I was on 346. I'm now on 397. I'm probably behind on target, but that is okay. It's a zero pressure goal, it's just something to work towards. Next goal is to hit 1,500 followers on TikTok. I think I'm on like 540 maybe, so still a bit of a way to go with that one. The next goal is to achieve my next promotion at my work. I was hoping to do that in the first quarter of the year, but it's looking like it's probably going to be the second or third, but that's okay. Work on my sleep pattern and routine to improve how I feel each morning. I haven't been sleeping great. I think I've been a little bit of a stressed bean, so this is actually really helpful rereading it because I haven't reread these probably since like the second week of January, and maybe I need to make a conscious effort of when I do my bullet journal once a week actually looking at my goals page, because that's why it's there, right? To remind me and to make sure that I'm focusing on the things that I know will make me happy and bring me joy and the things that I wanted to achieve. I need to make a conscious effort to read this page more. The last goal was to post 5 times a week on my socials. I think up until recently I have been doing that. Motivation and time has been tough, and that's okay. Those are my 2024 goals, and that is my bullet journal. I just want to show you a little sneak peek. I went to my friend's last night. She started a bullet journal and I started by April. Look how cute. Spring is springing, it's on its way. That's a little sneak peek. Someone asked what my favourite pudding is, and can I just say, love that question. I have the biggest sweet tooth. God, I hate how my eyebrows have turned out. That was gross. I hate when that happens. My favourite pudding is probably up between 2. It honestly depends on the time of year. So in the summer, I absolutely love Eton Mess. I know, boring, but Eton Mess or a like raspberry or lemon cheesecake. Lovely, delicious, very summer pudding. Yes, please. In the winter though, I'm not wanting that. In the winter, I want a jam roly-poly, and I want it with custard. Hot or cold? Maybe both, I don't know. But jam roly-poly with plenty of jam and custard as well. That is just the best. The best pudding, oh my gosh. On a really cold day, under a blanket, with a little bowl. Oh, a little bowl of jam roly-poly with custard. Also, like, what a cute name, jam roly-poly. God, makes me feel like a jam roly-poly. Gosh, I really want a jam roly-poly now. I really need to get better at like answering these questions, but whilst I'm putting my makeup on. I've got one last question. I've been absolutely loving these NYX Fat Oil Slick Click lip balms. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. This is in the shade Double Tap. The last question was, what are your top 3 fragrances? I'm going to show you the amount of fragrances I have, one more. So this is all my fragrances. Actually, this isn't all of them, but this is most of them. To pick my top 3 is quite difficult. My first ultimate number 1. I've also realised a really bad trait of mine is that I always lose the lids to my perfumes. So all of these, bar one, are missing their lid. First one is the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. This is my number 1 fragrance. I absolutely love it. It just smells so clean, so fresh. It's delicious. It's really elegant, and I think honestly you could wear this all year round. I think I do only wear it on special fancy occasions because obviously it's Jo Malone, it is not cheap. My boyfriend got me this for my birthday 2 years ago, and I'm halfway through. So that's my top one. Next one, which I think is a little bit more of like a, still elegant, but okay, so you can tell this is my favourite because, I'm sorry, how much is left in that? I actually do have a new one ready to start using once I finish this. This is YSL Libra, again, missing the lid. First of all, the packaging, really chic, cute, with the gold YSL around the side. Just a really classy night perfume. Like, I wouldn't say that it's much of a daytime smell, although I wear it in the daytime because I don't really think like that, but it's definitely more of a night perfume, like a nice dinner or a night out, or if you're going somewhere like really bougie. This makes me think of like little black dress in a perfume. That's what this gives me. Really like that one. Now my third, I'm really torn between two, but I think I'm going to go for the one that I get the most compliments on when I wear it, because honestly whenever I wear this perfume people always go, what is that you're wearing, you smell amazing, or I really love what you're wearing, like what smell is that? And that is the fashionably, oh look, you can see yourself, the fashionably London Zara perfume. Again, lost the lid, but this is incredible. It's so strong, really long lasting. I could spray it on myself in the morning and I will still smell like it in the evening, which isn't always the case with perfumes. And the fact that this is from Zara and it's under £20, I think that's incredible. I think if you want a long lasting perfume that you're going to get loads of compliments on, this is your girl. Trust in this perfume. It was between this one, another strong contender which hasn't quite made the cut but I do really like, is the Pure Musk. I mean, it probably shouldn't make my top three, so I can't even say it. Pure Musk Narcisse something Rodriguez for her. It's this one. I can't pronounce that, I'm so sorry. But again, do you know what? I actually do think this is really similar to the Zara one. It's a little bit more expensive though. Again, really long lasting, but lovely, amazing fragrance. Daytime, nighttime. This one, I have the lid for, haven't lost the lid yet. I'll keep you posted on whether that goes walkies. So my top three, I would say, are the English Pear and Freesia by Jo Malone, YSL Libra, and the Zara Fashionably London. They're my top three fragrances and ones that I will always recommend to my friends. Now I'm ready for a lovely Saturday day out with my friends. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along and asking all the questions. If you did enjoy them, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!